music is way too often and way too heavily divided by genre, which of course is an important divide in certain terms, but it's not the most valid divide. There are songs that fit into the same genre that are so removed, which is a great thing that we can have such widely dispersing barriers of music within genres. We can have one rap song that sounds completely unlike another. Like, that is just something about genres. The expanse is so great. But where it kind of falls short is that people are too prevalent with their obsession with genre that they just ignore, like, other concepts to categorize music. Like, even something as widely broad as, you know, the vibe, the emotion of the song. You are 10 times more likely to have a playlist that works so well if, when making that playlist, in mind you have an emotion, a specific, a particular concept that you can feel and know that you're feeling, and intake things and be aware of the fact that what you're intaking is relating to this feeling, not just having a rap playlist, a rock playlist, a classical playlist, whatever. Because if done rightly, classical music and fucking rock can be in the same playlist, played within minutes of each other. The jump may seem massive, going from fucking Bach to Teen Suicide, but it's so doable when you commit to understanding music as nothing more than these little vibrations going in our ears into our brains, triggering emotion. The sound of it, yes, is important, but the sound isn't what makes the music impactful. It's what it does within your head. So you're better off grouping things that do the same thing within your mind together and things that do the same thing in your mind together, rather than grouping it with things that are produced similarly or produced with the same instruments or in the same way or in the same style, because even with those constraints, it can be so vastly different. You can have music in one genre that makes you incredibly sad, whereas you can have music in one genre which can make you incredibly angry. And having a playlist dedicated to a genre and being shuffled, then you can feel that dangerous shift in emotion from sad to angry, which at times is genuinely dangerous. I say dangerous now, meaning dangerous to your mood. It's just going to give you a mood. But at certain times, when you're listening to music for like a dedicated coping mechanism, having a jump like that can actually be physically dangerous to your well-being. So you're better off starting not with the playlist, but with your mindset of how you're grouping music. Not just how it's made, how it's produced, not that it's a genre, but that it is a classification of emotion. It's a understanding of how your own brain is processing what it's hearing, because, as I've said, that is the most important part, regardless of whether, you know, it's produced to a 4x8 with, you know, a guitar or a drum set or whatever, whether it's synth or whether it's auto-tuned. That does not matter, because you can use those things however you want, but only certain things and certain separate things will do things in your head. So you need to work out what does what. You don't need to work out why it does what, just what it is, what else there is that does the same, and put that together. Because that will work 1,000 times better, jumping from one song that makes you feel a certain way to a song that makes you feel the same and same and same and same, rather than just jumping to songs that are, you know, tracked similarly, that are kept on the same record, that are considered similar in genre and in style, but far, far, far in content and context. Because nothing is going to enable the essence of a banger playlist than knowing what's going on in here when you're listening to it. That's the most vital step.